is
Mhm.
clear with hearts. So you see we changed the shape. Now, what I want to know here is try to set aside, if you could, how much you like hearts. I mean, this could be lips, it could be spoons, letters,
Mhm.
smiley faces, whatever shapes that the brand or retailer said they wanted to use. So try to set aside hearts. You know, most people do like hearts. But
Mhm.
and what I want you to do on that rating scale is, what value do you place on shape for customer experience with this product relative to those circles that are at 100?
Gotcha. I really like the shapes. I think the shapes allow a brand to stand out with their packaging and be, creative, playful, and find a shape that represents more of their kind of brand voice and message. So I really like that. And I think I would rate it right now maybe a 180 if I was
Mm-hmm.
comparing just the two.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So go ahead and set it down there, because you'll have a few more to pull out to compare, and you can always move things around if you want to move that down or up on the scale based on what you see next.
Okay.
So, but for now, we'll say shape 180. Okay, great. Let's go on to color. So sample 3 in there. We're back to the circles, and now we just changed the color of the film to red. Now again, set aside whether you like red or not. We can do any color. We can match any Pantone or PMS color that the brand or retailer wants to use. So in this case, it just happens to be red. So the ability to change color while keeping the shape the same, where would you rate color on the customer experience scale?
Okay. My initial thoughts on seeing the color is, well, it's not what you're used to seeing as far as bubble wrap, right? You're used to seeing clear. And so for me, the color was kind of threw me off, and it almost made it feel like almost cheaper. I felt like it wasn't as quality of a product. That's kind of my initial feeling on it. And not to say, I don't know that maybe seeing it in a different color, I would maybe change my mind or not. I don't feel either way towards red, so I don't think that it's necessarily the color red that's throwing it off. I just think from like a brand experience, it felt a little more maybe mass, or just a little cheaper than just the regular clear. So I would maybe put it at like the 80.
Okay. That makes sense. And before we jump on to that next one, to what extent might you think the shininess affected your rating? Like if it were matte finish, would it be any different, or is it more the loss of transparency? Do you have a feel for that?
Yeah, now that you point that out, I do think it's maybe the shininess of it, because I mean, from like a branding standpoint, I think the color is cool, and oftentimes I think brands would like to match their colors to, maybe a logo or something else within kind of their brand messaging. So I think the concept of color is really great. So maybe it's just the way that it's applied here, and the shininess of it, maybe a matte would have a different feel to it.
Okay. All right, good feedback. Thank you. And then that fourth sample, you can probably guess what this one is. It's the combination of the two, the red and the hearts. So again, try to, in this case, obviously the red kind of goes with the hearts. So think about, if you could, for us, the combination of a well-chosen shape for the brand and its corresponding color put together. And where might you rank that on the customer experience scale? So, maybe